Everything they're doing online is being watched, is being tracked. Every single action is the president. They use it 6 times faster. Less more polarization, more election hacking, more inability to focus on the real issues. We're toast.
This is checkmate on humanity.
Hello everyone, this is Lorraine Tabares, a Bachelor of Elementary Education student of Iloilo Science and Technology University. For today's video, we are going to talk about the documentary film from Netflix, The Social Dilemma. What is social dilemma? According to ScienceDirect.com, social dilemmas involve a conflict between immediate self-interest and longer-term collective interests. These are challenging situations because acting in one's immediate self-interest is tempting to everyone involved, even though everybody benefits from acting in the longer-term collective interest. The Netflix documentary film entitled The Social Dilemma explores the dangerous human impact of social networking, with technology experts sounding the alarm on their own creations. Most of the interviewees are working on social media platforms like Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Palm, and to other websites like Mozilla Firefox, Pinterest, Google, etc. In my reaction paper, I wrote that social media platforms help people a lot, and it created wonderful things in the world because, as what have said in the documentation, it serves as one of the key to find long-lost family members and to communicate with your friends and relatives who are far away. We can't deny the fact that most of us are using phones or other gadgets. It may be used for work or school. We prefer using our phones instead of talking directly to the person. Of course, it's much easier, but we are becoming more isolated and we start living in a virtual world. Social media all over the place. They surround us everywhere. We use our gadgets every day for you to mountain time. We might not even notice how we can spend half of the day sitting on our phones. Like on the film, the kids are uncomfortable without using their phones, and it looks like they can't live without their phones or with their gadgets. Does social media make us more addicted? The documentary film Social Dilemma has a clear answer to this question. Social Dilemma has a very interesting and engaged in approach to show how social media impacts our daily lives. For some, this could be good for us, but on the other side, there are a lot of bad or negative effects brought by these platforms. Based on the documentation, these platforms are like drugs. These are very addictive to humans, especially kids and teenagers. Most of their time is on their devices, browsing and surfing on the internet. Because of being addicted to this, we're just clicking pages, advertisements, profiles, etc. without thinking or knowing that this might have viruses, or for some, this might have AI or artificial intelligence who can see you and monitor of what you are doing. Like in the documentary film, most of their time are using their gadgets and surfing on the internet. This is one of the examples that these platforms are addictive. It could not only affect you, but to the people around you. By overusing it, maybe you can lose your friends and don't have time to get bond with your family. In my opinion, the documentary film Social Dilemma is a great method to learn about the truth of social media. We know that these platforms are smarter than us, but we should be wise in using them. We all know that communication is very important, and communication changes by generation to generation. So the communication process has changed positively and negatively. Back to the documentary film, most of the people are getting addicted to such communication media or social media. With the introduction of various social media platforms and the various services they offer, people are often seen clinging onto one or the other social media websites or application. Many people out there have made communication as a source to perform illegal activities by misusing its resources. However, the present time is seeing an enormous number of people getting addicted to such communication media and technology. The use of smartphones, internet, etc. has become completely insane, and people can be seen highly addicted to them all the time. This greatly affects the safety factor of the people in a negative way and poses a threat to privacy of an individual. However, communication process has also changed positively. We are all familiar with the ease of communicating with people, regardless of the distance between them. But not only communication technology has made it easier, but faster too. We can now instantly communicate to anyone without putting in much effort. You don't need to wait for hours or days for a reply. With the internet applications such as WhatsApp, Facebook, Skype, you can easily communicate to anyone across the oceans without waiting. Socializing is the key to create and maintain a healthy society. Communication has a great role to play here. The lives of people have been made easier as the latest technology trends have made the process of socializing very easy and straightforward. With the help of such communication media, we can easily deal with the everyday tasks and routines. People can now communicate plans and ideas over the internet and socialize like a pro through the numerous platforms meant for the same. As a student and future educator of this nation, the documentation gives me knowledge and reminded me on how to become smarter and wiser on using social media platforms, especially nowadays. I should be mindful of what I'm browsing and clicking on the social media, and I should know first what is the truth before believing on what is posted on these platforms, because nowadays, fake news are spreading everywhere. I am also browsing my assignments on the internet, so I must know on choosing websites or sources that are reliable. Your life is out there, outside the internet. Don't tie yourself on the application. Don't get blinded by the system. Let the system blinded by you.